So this you've never seen before, because this used to be the faculty parking lot. So that's First Avenue, right on the other side of that wall.
Yeah.
And this was where the teachers used to park. And so they made a huge field house, indoor track, but it's a beautiful facility. So like they'll have volleyball, you'll have like 6 different volleyball practices going on in here, or basketball. They've got the cages for baseball and softball, so they'll do all kinds of practices in here. PE's in here all 7 periods of the day. We've got this amazing rock climbing wall. So we have an outdoor ed class, and so they do that. And then this was maybe part of 279, which was the old earth science room.
Yeah.
Might not have been, but there's a big gym up there with ellipticals and stuff, so the kids can run up there. So this was a huge addition with the renovation, and it was very needed. So what was the enrollment when you were here in '85? Do you remember?
My class was about 310.
Okay, so about 1,200, give or take.
Yeah.
So my very first year full time here, we were at the lowest we'd ever been. We were at 790. So that was in '92. That was my first year full time. And they had been talking about closing the school. They had been talking about annexing the school with provisos, and so now we're over 1,600 again. We're almost at, I think at Arby's heyday, we were around 2,000, I think, in the 70s. So we're at 1,650 or so. So we have so many more sports and so many more levels than when we had in the early 90s. So this was definitely needed. When I was head wrestling coach, we were always fighting for gym space.
Sure.
Especially if we had a meet. Then we had to kick basketball out, and then basketball kicked gymnastics out, and it was this domino effect. So this was definitely one of the big things that when they did the referendum and the renovation was we wanted another gym, a nice field house. So it's a great facility. So I've never done the rock wall. I should.
Could be fun.
Should get the ropes and.
I'm liking seeing some of the '80s.
Yeah, records are still there.
Have still survived.
Yeah, I mean there were some great athletes in the whole history of the school. I mean, we've had Olympic athletes, right? So.
Mike Vecchiolo.
Yeah.
Was, a year older.
Yeah.
His brother was Chris, but Mike's
still up there.
Maintained some of the records up there.
Yeah, and then
really
the
fun.
baseball and softball are up there.
I see that.
We had a guy a couple years ago get drafted by the Atlanta Braves, a guy named Owen Murphy. So you can see he's got a lot of records up there.
And didn't I see we've got, because my team is the White Sox, didn't we have a...
Yeah, we had a pitcher named Will Kincannon, and he was in the minors for them, and then had elbow issues, as most pitchers do. I think he's pitching for the Chicago Dogs right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so a great kid, great family. I taught them all. And but this is a great, like I said, we were always fighting, and then, if you were a freshman, you had practice at 7 o'clock at night, because varsity was at 3:30, and then sophomores were at 5, and then freshmen were at 7, and it's like, you can't do that, and so this really alleviated that time and space crunch. So it's a great facility. Great facility. All right, let's go down and let's go see some more.